Varsha, get Ty. Get
Okay.
Ty.
Captain Buttocks!
Okay, hang on.
Captain!
Oh, shit.
What
happened to him?
I'm going to point both of my hands out towards the trees. How big of an area is on fire right now?
Funny you say that. Because I have something here that can help.
That's going to change my plan quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh,
We have to move!
fuck. Okay. All right, Ty, hang on. And I'm gonna pick him up
Okay.
over my shoulder.
Give me athletics.
Okay. Okay. May I argue strength? Because I think they're different. Oh, no, they're not. It's the same.
Okay. Whichever you want.
Did that do it? 16.
Okay. With 16, you're able to, I think, for lack of better word, fireman carry
Yeah.
Ty over your shoulder. You grab his arm up and over as you slide under his armpit and find find the best place to carry him over your shoulder. It's super easy, surprisingly for you, as you're able to lift him.
Okay.
He is a
He's fucking
small
light.
boy. Yeah. He is
Okay.
He's a light one.
We have to get... we have to get moving!
Do you have
Can we
anything that
stop
can put
it?
out the flames?
No!
I can maybe cut them off.
I have nothing!
Oh, shit. I'm going to start trying to rush ahead of the fire, if I
Okay.
can,
Okay.
in the safest path that I can. Maybe around this way. And I'm going to see, do I see the spot where the flames are carrying over to the next trees?
Go ahead and make me a, you know what? Yeah, I think you can. I think you're starting to see the wind is starting to blow from behind you as a lot of this is catching in front. Embers are starting to sizzle and pop from the trees up on the top of the canopy. You see embers start to pop as well as embers fly with trails of smoke landing at nearby brush, starting new blazes around the main fire. A lot of, I think you probably know from, I don't know if you've ever been at the front line of a forest fire, Smith, but you have probably heard stories of that case being the issue, where it's not necessarily the flames that'll lick and start a new fire. It is the embers that are popping and launching from the moist wood that is currently on fire. So small explosions of embers are what sets the dry brush nearby.
All right. I'm going to try and rush up, and I extend both of my hands towards the tree line where I can see the fire has not yet spread, and I am going to release
Kraken.
a blast of sound as I cast Shatter.
Cool.
Clever.
Cool. Okay. What are you aiming at to cast Shatter? The one of the trees near the tree
that
line.
has not a
Okay.
tree that has
Okay.
not yet been lit.
Cool. 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 All right. Let's just. Where are my dice? Where are my dice? I'm prepared. Okay, that's up to the right dice. Yeah, so you raise your hand, a blast of sound echoes from your gauntlets.
It comes from my gauntlets, yes.
Okay.
Right from the palms.
Sure. So probably like a thunderous sound deep within the palms, also usually secondary to the lightning and the static sparks that are created through your shocking grasp. An echo channeled by your palms are able to you are able to sculpt the waves as they then reverberate off of the tree nearby, as the tree then starts to crack and splinter and shatter as a large starts to echo off of the trees. You only all can hear this, but you only could imagine the devastating pain you would be if you were in front of his hands at that moment, as the tree fractures and shatters, and I think a puff of the pressure starts to the depressurization of these sound waves actually are able to snuff out a flame nearby. Nice.
I have nothing like that.
Me either.
Where's the captain?
That's all I've got left as a charge on the armor.
I don't have anything, Smith.
Then we need to get out of here.
I'm trying to.
And you see he's actually trying to climb and break branches off of a tree nearby, hoping to stop the catching of a new tree. And then I think he sort of runs back over to you and shrugs.
I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is pretty bad.
There's nothing I can do here. Mr.
What?
Smith, if that is everything you have, we have to run.
Shit. It's not everything.
Can we knock the trees down? At least?
Maybe. Give me a second. I didn't want to have to do this.
Jet, can you knock a tree down or no?
How?
Okay, here. And then I'm gonna try to give you time. Okay. And then I will run back towards one of the trees with my sword out.
Okay.
And I will try to cut one down.
I bring up my helmet. Sorry, Varsha, go.
Oh, no, go ahead, you first.
As Varsha is rushing up, trying to chop a tree down, I've brought up my helmet. And I'm gonna try and find a spot near where I just knocked one of the trees down at the tree line before it's caught fire.
Okay.
To get myself into as close position as possible. And I sort of hunch down near the fire as close as I can without burning myself. And sound begins to emanate out from me, from my armor,
Okay.
all around.
Make me a con save as you approach the fire, the heat, with advantage because of your armor.
I am using Thunder Wave.
Nice. Okay, with a con save of 15, you are able to...
Sorry, no, that is not the con save. Hold on.
Oh, you're right. That was my DC. That was my con save.
22.
Great. Yeah, you're able to... where are you specifically on the map when you do this?
If it's this map, I was trying to position myself between the fire and the trees that have not been put on fire just yet.
Okay.
So I don't think I would be on this map.
Okay, I see.
I'd probably run to where I knocked down the trees, probably down that way.
Okay, give me one moment. As I begin to reveal more of this map for you. Okay, so now on this map, over down there, okay.
Yeah, I'd probably rush to about here or so.
Okay. And are able to use Thunder Wave. The same sort of act happens here. Is it a reverberating sound or is it one explosive sound, kind of like shatter?
It is a singular explosive sound that emanates from all around me. Since it is not focused, it is less powerful in any one direction, but it is omnidirectional.
Okay. You are able to, with this, able to snuff out the flame as a lot of the leaves and the charred leaves start to blow off of this smoke, of course, replaces the fire and the flames that were there as it then dissipates into the wind, and some of it actually gets sucked into the heat of these other flames that are accompanying this. You are able to clear out the small tree next to the one that you just snuffed out starts to crack and fall to the ground as it starts to smolder by itself. It fizzles and pops, but the embers don't seem to be too dangerous as you are able to clear off one of those trees from the flame.
And, yeah, if I saw that worked, I'm gonna yell, keep going! Get Ty out of here! I'm gonna try it up there! I'm gonna try it over here!
I see that he has used that particular spell, and I will actually do my booming blade, which is also thunder, and I will try to cut this tree down.
Ooh.
I am not wearing armor. However, may I use absorb elements to absorb this fire?
Of course you can.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
sweet. Okay.
Then I will do exactly that.
Cool.
Uh,
What does absorb elements look like as you prepare?
I think it's as I approach the tree, and I'm not wearing armor, so I think normally what it looks like is it's getting sucked underneath my armor, but because I'm not wearing it, it looks like it just goes into my skin.
Okay.
And I think technically I save it for my next melee attack, but I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to unleash it. So I don't know if I suffer a penalty for that, which I'm totally fine with, by the way. Because I think the way that it works normally is, you're saving it, the energy for the next attack. But if all I'm doing is taking it and I'm not letting it go, then I don't know what penalty I would suffer for that.
And booming blade.
Because absorb elements is technically a reaction.
Right. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
For I guess various reasons, but yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana.
Oh, 20.
Okay.
It's like the best Arcana roll I've ever had.
Yeah. All right. So I think with this, you start to approach. You see with confidence as your fellow sworn or ex-sworn at this point starts walking towards. Starts walking towards the flames confidently as the flames start to envelop him. And I think that may be what inspires you to do the same. You walk forward. You close your eyes and breathe. And I think anybody who is looking sees maybe some purple lavender particles as you inhale that appeared only in your inhale of breath. You walk forward, sparks start to get attracted towards you as they start to make their way and start to dance in your direction against the wind. You, as you step forward more and more, a lot of the flames nearby start to snuff out as they get sucked into where you are standing. You then are able to... Are you going into a tree to cut down one of these trees, or are you sucking from one tree to then attack another?
If I notice that it's enough that I've taken from one tree, then I will use it to cut down another tree.
Okay.
But if that tree is still burning, I just, one at a time, I want to make sure that they're down on the ground and no longer catching to each other.
Sure, and you're right here. I'm just going to say that you probably approach this tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of this tree has a lot of melted cobwebs nearby. There's these dark, spherical, melted pools of web and silk that are bubbling and hissing. They weren't really visible until the flame started, and they would drip into existence, sort of like bubbles of tar as they drip down from the trees above. You're able to step over these flaming bits of tar and/or these silk biomass as you make your way into the flames. And you are able to absorb a lot of the flame, but with an Arcana check of 20, you are able to hold it in and able to snuff out this one flame. But you take 4 damage as
Got it.
you start to sear with pain. Usually, your armor would probably protect you from things like this, but you start to. I think the bits of your skin start to burn with some first-degree burns, but you are able to then at least snuff out this flame with just your approach alone.
Okay.
So I probably, maybe if you're walking by this, I think this starts to suck towards you as you're able to just focus and think about that tree and the winds and how you can utilize them.
Okay.
As she is doing this, I point at Captain Botox, and I point to the northwest, and I say, Captain!
Yeah, what?
The dry log! Up to the north!
Hey,
Roll it away!
alright.
Yeah, and he makes his way over and starts to pick it up and starts to drag it as best he can. It does look like it is a recent fall, so it is a little bit heavy, but he is able to start to move it out of the way.
And I also cast a... I'm still holding Ty over my shoulder.
Okay.
But I reach into my robe, and I pull out another small pouch. I open it, and I blow, and this green wind goes from me to Vasha, cutting through the smoke in the trees, and then I cast a Cure Wounds on her to try and heal her up.
Okay.
Or, sorry, a healing word even, not a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And that's 6 points of healing.
And what is the word that you've whispered into the cloud?
Oh, I just blow. It's not a word.
Okay.
But
Sure.
it might be a word, but it's not a word, if you know what I mean. I'm still blowing, I'm still using my essence, I'm still...
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, this cloud chases into the fire, and I think you take a breath, and as you do absorb these flames, and you hear a scream from within the fires that comes from Varsha, and that cues that channeling of green cloud that then replenishes your vitality.
I think I feel that from him, and I've had his healing magic before. So I look back, I
Through
nod
the
at him.
distorted flames
Yep.
of-
And I realize what he's done, and it just inspires me to keep going. So I move
Hell
to the
yeah.
next tree to do it
Hell
again.
yeah. Okay. You still have a booming blade to cast.
Yes, I will do that, and I already rolled for it, so it was 14.
Okay. You carve like an axe swing into the tree. Unfortunately, the sword is sharp and does bite into the bark.
Yeah.
But it is hard to get out. You don't have a lot of that. It bites in. It doesn't stick in like an axe would.
Yeah.
But it's able to bite at least some of the bark off as well, as chips fly off for a moment. I think you'd go again, but that first strike, a large ripple of lavender smoke starts to then engulf the trunk for a moment. And then as it starts to char and break and start to fall, and the moment it starts to fall, a large starts to happen, and it all turns into shards of sonic and charred wood as it bursts around you, as you're able to, one, destroy a tree, but also snuff out a flame.
Okay. Smith, you're up.
I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, sort of hunker down near the flames and hunch down as I let loose another thunder wave.
Okay.
And I sort of hunker down, and you see the sort of sound blast outwards from me.
Awesome. Second verse, same as the first, as you kneel down close to the flames. I think more invigorated as you saw the one go out. This one goes out as well, as once again the smoke replaces the flames, and some of the leaves blast off of the tree in the sonic radiance. Nice. Nicely done. I think Captain Buttocks runs over. He moves this log. I can't do it on the map, but he does. and is able to. I think he's going. I think he's going to try to do the same thing that you are doing, Varsha. He's just going to take out his stone cutlass and start to hack away at this tree the best he can. Not bad. A tree ends up, like the small sapling over here does end up falling, and he is able, as it does fall, he is a brave soul and starts to stamp on the branches as much as he can, so he could then try to put out the flames that are there. Is this one on the token? Nope. Perfect.
Is that the last one?
This
Or is there another?
Oh, there's,
Okay.
There's two others. They're just some
Okay.
reason on the weird ass layer.
Then I will try to do absorb elements on one and cut down the other one like before.
Okay.
I will cast another Cure Wounds on Vasha as she goes up to the north.
Nice. Oh yeah, this one's on the wrong one. All right.
Or Healing Word, I keep saying Cure Wounds.
Okay.
4.
4. Okay. You.
So Arcana and then.
Yeah, give me that Arcana to see
Yep,
if you
okay.
see what happens here, if anything. Okay. So
Natural 20.
it's a natural
Holy
20
shit.
using the Spellwind. Also, I did need them for Thunderwave as well. Whoopsie.
Oh, right.
That's okay. Could you do me a favor, Varsha, and
Yes.
explain a positive outcome that changes the scene involving the Spellwind?
Oh, yes. So I think Jet blowing his healing word twice. The first time we saw a little bit of the purple particles join in, and the second time it was like they were dancing together, and then that activates mine. And I think we see just a lot of that Spellwind kind of drawing towards Varsha, because she's trying to take this element, this fire in, and she actually ends up taking the Spellwind in as well, and like calms the wood instead of having it dance around. It's now like with her, and I think we just see can the fire go out?
Yeah.
I think she just calmly summons all the Spellwind in as well as the fire. She doesn't even need to cut down the last tree.
Awesome. Okay, so I don't know where the hell this one is. Of course it's there. Yeah, you're able to, with this natural 20 with the Spellwinds, are able to. You all watch as Varsha approaches with confidence the last 2 trees that are on fire, holding a hand out potentially as if she's trying to calm and approach a large vicious beast. And she then walks as she does and approaches as the winds start to blow around and kick up some of these flames towards you as you're able to capture it within yourself. And the fire is out. Just you, smoke, some dead trees.
Wandering around where I am, kind of trying to stomp out any embers that I see.
We did it!
I can't believe that worked. Here. Do you need me to carry him?
Oh, I'll set him down for now. Where's Mr. Smith?
Smith? I think he went that way.
Mr. Smith! Mr. Smith!
Boy, what happened? We had the fire. Where'd it go out? How'd it happen?
We stopped it.
Yeah, that could have been real bad. What happened? How did it even happen? The fire.
I don't know.
That was... That was me, I think.
Careful. Don't go lighting trees on fire. We almost all died.
I know that's never happened before. I've only heard stories of things like this happening, and I've never seen it. But I'm sorry. We need to find Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
We need to move.
Yeah.
People will be coming from the south anytime now.
Yeah.
Yep.
They would have heard that.
You best move. All right.
All right.
Smoke.
I'll pick up Ty then. Fireman carry.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be so loud.
Understood.
Fine.
As she picks up Ty, I'm going to cure healing water her again.
Thank you.
I still have my helmet up.
6 points of healing.
Thank you. What happened to him? Is he all right?
I don't know. I was talking with him, and then the flames happened. The next thing I know, I look behind me and he's on the floor.
Can I? I'm like fireman carrying him. Can I like reach over and touch his forehead? Like, is he feverish? What's happening here? Because I feel like I saw him being entangled with the spiders. I saw him get hit, and I'm just worried that I'm concerned.
I think as you touch his forehead, it is burning up.
Oh, okay.
Was it me?
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if it's the flames that were just nearby, or it could be if it's internal, if it's an external
Okay.
heat, or if it's an internal. But I think as a couple moments go by, I think you drag him over to the shade of some more lush trees, and give it a couple more moments, and go ahead and give me a medicine.
Me.
Anybody who is checking on time.
18.
Okay.
With the 18 and the 14, he is burning up. After time goes by, you're able to once again touch and feel his face, and he is still very flush, and his face is burning internally.
You got anything that can help him or what?
I don't know. Did
We're
they
gonna
did
need
they
him.
bite him?
I don't know. I think he got hit pretty hard. Not
Can I
sure
look
if-
and see? Is there like a wound that I can?
With that 18, I think you probably look for some surface area that potentially could have been exposed, and around
Yeah.
the calf, right above the ankle, there is 2 large gold piece size fang marks.
Okay. And like, is that area of the like snake bite style? It's kind of gross looking now.
Correct.
Okay. Oh, it's here, and I pointed out to them. Look,
Okay.
he got bit. Do you have
I-
anything for this? Can we draw it out?
I know. I tried to help before. I used my non-magical stuff, but this time around I'm going to reach out, and I'm almost out of potions. You can see inside my robe most of my
Just a bunch of
my
empty
flasks.
bottles. Yeah.
Yes, and I have this one last one I haven't really used, and I'm just going to it's a green round bottom flask, and I'm just going to, and you can hear this caustic sizzling, and I'm going to just pour it inside the holes, and as I do, I'm casting Cure Wounds, and it's 6 points of healing. 6 points of healing.
Okay.
On Mr. Tai. Plus 3, so 9 points of healing damage,
Okay.
and 1 point of math damage to me.
Yeah.
As you can see, that this green liquid kind of seeps inside these holes, and as it does, it goes from green to transparent to looking like almost blood, and then it fills back up to just where the skin line is, and it's almost as if, in nature, on TV, in nature channels with plants growing and all that stuff. It's like that, but it's like with flesh, like a photo after photo after
wow.
photo of just the healing process, and it's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Until
And
all
does
that's
the
left is
wound-
2 small faint patches where the fang holes were.
Oh, and he looks okay, like it's not like bruised or purple or clearly pussing with poison or anything, right? Oh, wow.
No.
Okay.
Where
Holy
those-
shit.
Do you have anything that can cure a magical poison, Jet?
I do not. I do not have anything that can cure a magical poison.
So there are
So-
still 2 lesions underneath. The skin holes aren't there anymore, but there are 2 dark patches, almost like a faded tattoo, deep underneath the dermis of what was just healed.
Okay. But I don't know that you. Yeah, there's no way for us to know that he didn't cure the poison, right? Okay, because it visibly looks much better.
It visibly looks
Okay.
much better. It's not
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, that's amazing.
If they did anything else to him, he's going to have to rest it out. I think.
Well, it already looks much better. Thanks. You did good.
Thank you. But I look around again and I say, we have to move.
Yeah, I'll carry him. I'll lift him back
we
up
do.
again. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. All right. You make your way down south as you start passing toward on the trail towards Nineyews. About an
Stealthily?
hour. That's up to you.
I suggest that if we're going down towards Nineyews, that we have to be careful and we have to try and be stealthy, because the noise that the 2 of you made to cut these trees down, and the fire,
Thunderous.
and the mountain,
Yeah.
no doubt people are coming from Nineyews to see what's going on here as well, so we have to be careful.
Okay. I assume that I will roll stealth at disadvantage since I am carrying another human.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Fine.
Lot of grunting as you are just like it's just it's working so hard that you don't realize that you're making all this.
Yeah.
You're
It
breathing
makes
so
sense because
heavy.
my lungs are already fucked,
Right,
and then I
right.
was in the forest fire. So
exactly.
yeah, I'm
So
probably
you're-
just like.
Uh-huh. And you're just focused. You're focused right now on carrying. You're not worried about the stealth. It's already sort of flown from your mind as you begin to push forward. With Jet, you are able to. I think you've probably been here before. How many times have you wandered through the north woods of Nineyews, trying to either hide from something or chase something down? It is apparent here that you know what you're doing and have been here before. You were able to confidently stealth through this patch here. Smith, surprising as well with your heavy armor, you're able to. I think we all see Smith go into a different type of walk as his gait changes into a slower pace, but is still quiet. The branches that break are muffled under his footfalls, and less like the forceful stomps that are usually come by somebody with armor or somebody who is just haphazardly walking through the woods. I think Captain Buttocks is going to also try. And he doesn't do too bad as he begins to sort of follow all of you in this as well. His sword is out, his sword is holstered around a large ring on his side as he begins to just keep it up and off of the ground as he is able to walk forward, quiet as he can be for the most of it. As you do approach a town just outside of the northern woods, you're looking southward now at this lush fields seem to roll across the farmland here. As you are able to take a look through the leaves and through the light of the golden light of the sun ever presently in the south. Above, the moon of Geoloon looks upon, as you're able to look forward into the sight of a walled-off town with a large yew tree in the center. I would like perception checks.
Natural 20.
All right, with a natural 20. I don't have any
5 for
wacky
me, I'm
mechanics for a
just-
natural perception, but that's cool. All right, 5, 9, and a 24. Jet, you know what you see, and this is exactly what you thought you'd see, which is a patrol, a local patrol of Nineyews is starting to make their way this way. You do notice them to be townsfolk. None of them are wearing any sworn garb, but there is one person who has a shield with the Nineyews crest upon it. A dark red with the golden 9 trees encircling a larger. As they start to approach through the trail, they doesn't look like they've seen you yet. They are just
Over
making
there.
their way up over the.
What? Where?
There is a
What is it?
patrol. Just down
Shit.
to the south.
Okay, okay. Are they
I'm
sworn?
going to reach up and twist my bracer again. My armor starts to fall back down into the bracer.
Sweet.
I don't think that they're sworn. Look on militia. But I suggest we try and hide.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I look around for somewhere. They're coming straight to us, yes?
You are on the path, and so are they.
Okay, so
Doc.
I'm-
Is there any place to hide?
Give me a stealth check.
All of us, or
I've unequipped my armor.
I will give you the benefits of doing such.
am I still disadvantaged?
You're carrying. No, I think right now we're assessing to see if there is something to. So no, I don't think so.
17.
There are several.
23.
There are several places that you could hide. They're not. It's not ideal. You can't hide in the same spot, but there's some
Okay.
brush over here. There's a dead log this way. There are several places, and there's a fallen rock over here. Fallen rock. There's a standing rock over here, which you can also hide behind. Like I said, it's not ideal, but if you all split up, you can find your own place.
I will do that then immediately.
Okay.
okay.
I'll carry Ty somewhere, like
Okay.
maybe put him in a bush or something,
Okay.
and then
So
I
you
hide
head
behind that
towards
bush.
the brush. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I get low by one of the fields and try and hide behind one of the low rock walls that
Sure.
kind of dot the countryside.
Okay. The militia, 2 of them seem to be local farmhands, and one of them has that shield. Starts to walk forward, and they, step by step, they approach. Yeah. You sure? Careful. Right. They approach, and they seem to pass you. And then one of them starts to look back at Nineyews and goes, "Beautiful, right?" Hold on. And the woman approaches a fallen log, the one that you all see that Jet had hid behind. And she sort of peers over at you and says, "Hey, we got one." You hiding?
Me? No. Yes. I'm hiding. There was a lot of noise in the forest and I didn't know what to do.
You know what it's at? What it is?
No idea.
Give me a deception.
Okay.
Oh, and you know
22.
what? Buttocks has to hide. I'm so good at NPCs. Well, he's nowhere near. He ran off. I'm gonna go hide, and he just ran off into the woods.
Never to be seen again.
I rolled a
Never to be
22.
said, thank you. Never to be seen again. With a
There's
22.
an ogre statue that wasn't outside of town before.
Yeah. Covered in. I'll just cover myself.
Stays
in
there
mud.
for centuries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So with the 22, she's like, right. Why are you hiding?
Because I'm scared. The mountain just fell. The forest was on fire. There's thunder without any rain. Why wouldn't I hide? The sky is falling.
The mountain fell? What do you mean? What do you on about?
I try and point because we saw the mountain fall.
She looks, but it's hard to see. There's a lot of lush forest between here and that mountain. But she goes, I just said, is that what started the fire?
I don't know. Look, the peak is gone.
I can't see the peak. She like tries to like duck and find ways that she could look through the brush, but she can't. There's just a lush forest between here and that mountain. But she says, well, you can come along. We're going to go try to see what's going on. Unless, is a fire still out? Does it need, do we need to help?
I don't know. I don't know. I came out here. I was looking for mushrooms. I go inside and I have like a couple of like bits of old myconid from the dungeon that we were in before. I was out here. I was looking for rare mushrooms and truffles. And the next thing I know, I just want to go home.
Right.
Please.
Yeah, okay. Well, go on. We'll go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll go investigate.
Okay. So I sheepishly get up and I start to walk very slowly towards Nineyews, away from where I know my friends were hiding, but also, just walking.
Okay. She turns and to her companions and starts to talk with them as they start to walk away. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure where she was going. It seems like. And they walk off into the distance at a hurried pace.
I just stand here and wait for the rest of them to catch up.
I'll wait a minute or two until they're for sure gone, and then I will pick Ty up again.
Make your way
And then,
over.
head over.
Sure.
I'll probably pop up, but I don't look like me.
Nice.
I look like I have that sort of brown hair, and I'm wearing what looks like sort of peasant-like clothes on my body. Simple clothing.
That's what I look like too, actually, because I'm not wearing my armor, and I haven't been. Thank you for reminding me.
My face is different.
Do you look like Captain Stone, or?
No. But you would have maybe seen where I came from, being the same place where Smith went to go hide.
Okay.
Okay,
All right, so what's the plan?
you've been here obviously before, Jet.
Mm-hmm.
You have any ideas?
What do you want us to do?
Well, I think he needs to lay down.
Yeah,
So do I, to be honest.
we need to get some rest before we do anything.
Okay. Well, if that patrol is anything to go by, I don't think there are any swan in the area, at least not just yet.
Okay.
It is I don't think I ever expected to come back here. But the city proper is just down the road. You can see it. Nineyews, you know, with the 9Us. You can go there. I don't think it should be guarded or heavily fortified. It's just a town. If we go there, we can maybe find somewhere to stay.
What are we going
For
to
the
say about
night.
him when we walk in?
Batu.
I gesture to Ty, who I'm still carrying over my shoulder.
We just
His
say,
buttocks.
Where are they? They leave?
Yeah.
You
Okay,
got any
Captain, but-
booze?
Yeah.
Hand it over.
Right. Why?
Oh, I see.
Here you go. Yeah.
He passes over a ceramic jug. There's about, it's half full of something.
I like.
Dump it out all
I
over
bend-
Ty.
Yeah, I bend down so that he can do that. Like I know exactly what he's gonna do. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, you've gone off and done that.
Well, we were gonna, I assume, say he was passed out drunk. Are you all right? Can I set you down, princess?
Oh, what the fuck is that? What is that? Piss.
No, it's not piss, it's rum.
Oh, it's his rum. Oh, that's piss. Oh,
Can you
Well, I
walk?
suppose that worked better than I thought it would.
what? What did?
are you okay?
Where am I?
9Us.
We're about to go to Nineyews. Yeah.
Fuck me, what? I thought there was, one of those spiders.
Gone.
They're gone. So, Captain Botox is going to be a bit harder to explain.
Oh, fuck me, what happened to my leg?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that hurts so much.
so about that, I think you were bitten. But you should be okay now. Jet healed you with his magic.
I tried.
Why does everyone
Yeah.
smell like a bad barbecue?
There was a
a-
fire.
Mild fire.
Regardless, we need to find a place to rest.
Can you walk on your leg?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't mind carrying you.
No, you don't need to carry me.
I don't know. I know I don't need to. You just close your eyes and pretend to be passed out drunk.
Hey?
Why don't you just do that? And then I like pat his back. Like I know he doesn't want to fucking walk on this leg. And then I just won't put him down.
DM,
Yes.
from where we are right now, would we be able to see the red fields?
Yes.
Okay. How close are they?
Just off to the east, I think.
Okay.
So from where you are, it would be to your left.
So, we have two options here. We can either try and go to the main city and explain why we have an ogre with us, or we can go over here, and I point towards the red fields. They have been abandoned. There are still some small farmhouses and things. We can maybe hide out there for a bit. No one has used them for quite some time. Not since the liberation. It's up to you.
I look to Smith.
Which of these places is, well, a better hiding spot for now?
I assume the abandoned one. Unless we want to blend in with a crowd.
It depends on if we want to be seen by people or not. I haven't been here for a while. I don't know who lives in the fields adjoining. Your guess is as good as mine. Would you rather go to the city, risk the people, or would you rather go to the fields and risk whatever has taken over the farmlands?
We can find an inn in the city.
Yes, of course.
City it is.
Okay. Okay. This way then. And I try and lead the way.
Okay.
I follow.
No, put me down.
No, I'm not going to put you down.
I struggle.
Nope. I
start
will
kicking
fight
at
him
you.
on that. Listen. If you walk on this and you're limping, they're going to know you're not a passed out drunk and they're going to know something went wrong. So when we get there, just close your eyes and pretend that you've passed out drinking, okay? No, stop. I'm not going to put you down. I am not putting you down.
I can have another look at his leg. I can try and splint it.
And then what? We're going to say that he...
I could always cut it
Tripped?
off.
You fucking try. Oh my god. Oh, I am so
Okay.
guilty.
Okay. Maybe later.
Okay.
And I keep walking.
Sure.
I'm assuming he stops fighting after a minute when he gets dizzy.
I go limp.
Yep.
You march forward toward Nineyews. The fields, the rolling fields of farmland welcome you as you make your way. Are you on the path, or are you just sort of? How are you approaching?
I imagine that we're just going down the main road.
Okay.
To be not suspicious. Otherwise,
As you approach the gates, one of the militia people sort of wave to you, give a slight smile, and as you pass by, he sort of chirps, "They thought the swan were going to the Galfish, right?"
Nobody here looks like Swan, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not wearing my armor.
Right.
I have
face
nothing
has
to
changed.
identify. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yep,
My
you're
armor
right.
is
Never mind.
retracted.
I'm a piece
Yep.
of shit. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, they kind of nod to you and give a slight smile as you walk through. Yeah, you're right. Completely forgot. Thank you.
And continue their conversation. Yeah, I thought the swarm were going to Galfish. They are.
yeah.
They are going to Galfish.
They are.
Casually talking about something completely different.
Completely different. Yeah, everybody stops. They look and they're not even addressing you.
Yeah, okay.
As you make your way in, there is. It's interesting. The architecture and the layout of this town is there's that large wall that goes around the entire city here, or around this entire tree. But the architecture also is pocked, and residential areas are actually hugging the wall more than they are usually. You would see in a more defensive position would be towards the center. But it looks like they've given a large berth toward the growth and the trees, of course, of this area, as well as, of course, that center large yew tree. There are 8 trees scattered around in some sort of haphazard ring or circle around this large, blooming, gargantuan yew tree. But that 9th tree is that large, heavy one. It does cast a large shadow perpetually over the northern side of the town. As you make your way in, you are able to just brush into the large shadow of this ginormous tree. As some people in the town start to bustle around and go about their morning. Some people are talking about and gesturing towards the large plume of black smoke that is coming from the north. As you sort of make your way in, people look towards you as if you are new to their area. They smile and nod. Some people sort of scoff as tourists make their way to see the giant tree.
Okay.
Where's the
This way.
nearest inn?
Not much further. I
Okay.
think
Sure.
if we try and make it towards the northern sector, it'll be better.
Okay.
Then let's go there.
Yeah.
It's
what's yours?
darker.
Simple enough.
It's poorer.
Yep.
Okay. You make your way towards a large clay building known as the Romantic Lyre. Inside there is, it's got on the front, it's got a heart with some, it looks like a heart-shaped harp with some, like a heart with some strings that go across it, and a flower that leans up against it is its sigil, as the Romantic Lyre is the tavern or the inn that you are able to make your way into. It is morning, so there's a couple people in there eating, but usually going about their day. The staff and the barkeep are just sort of, the barkeep's not really there. It's sort of in and out washing tables and cleaning some of the clay mugs as he makes his way over to you. Hey there. Morning.
Let's have a drink then. Way.
A drink.
I think he's had enough.
Let's have a drink.
Oh.
Just a room or two, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's going to be 7 silver.
Fuck me, 7 silver.
So we got.
Yeah.
We only have. We only have.
I don't even hesitate. The moment he says 7 silver, I reach in to my pouch,
we've
I
done
pull
it
out the
ever
7
felt.
silver, and I kind of drop it.
5 silver.
Do you want one for each of you?
One
many
drink.
rooms?
Is there a
How mu-
dome? A group room?
Oh, well, I could do that. It's going to be 21 silver. Or
Okay.
2 gold.
21 silver. Daylight robbery, I say.
It's okay. And
They come with 3 drinks.
it will come with a bottle of red, if I remember
3
correctly.
refills
It does.
on the wine, right? 3 refills on the wine.
It's not free, but I'll get you the bottle.
For 21
It's all right.
silver. I'm
Thank you.
surprised.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll
So,
get the rest
3
of it.
refill on the
Sure.
cider.
Go up the stairs here.
Do you have a bath as well?
It comes with the dome, eh?
Great.
Who's
Thank you
having
so
a
much.
bath with me?
Uh-huh.
You, love. I
Yep.
slap her
you're-
ass.
Nope. Oh my God, you're.
I'm hanging over you, fireman style.
Right, you're still just over.
I will dig my hand into his thigh.
Okay.
Ah,
And I will
fuck. Oh.
Yep. That's enough of that. And then I will walk up the stairs with him.
Okay. There is a small stone stairs, that wider clay stairs that corkscrew up and around the bar area as you make your way up to the domes. There are these large group rooms on the second floor. It is the outside of this building, or I'm sorry, this top floor of this building is mainly outside. There are domes that have there are these clay domes that have these little doors that you could then approach to. They've given you keys, and you make your way in the exterior path of the roof of this place towards your own dome. You go inside, and there is a large fire pit in the center, kind of like a yurt, a giant clay yurt. There's an opening at the top, and there's a fire pit in
cool.
the center, and there is a bottle draped over a brown wine bottle, fluted and draped over a large crimson tabard that is over what looks like to be some sort of wine cart.
And is the bath full?
The bath is not full. But
I was
that
going
ain't-
to dump his ass right in it.
You still can. But yeah,
All right.
there is a fountain nearby that you can grab the water.
Draw a
from.
bath, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Um,
And I'm sorry, did you say there were beds or cots or anything?
Yeah,
or-
there's a couple cots and there's one fixed bed. It
Okay,
is
I
meant to
will-
be given to groups of people who are traveling through.
Right.
The central fire pit is connected to the bath, much like a Dutch bath, where
Oh.
the fire pit is what warms the bath itself. So just need to fill it and start a fire, and over time you'll have your warm bath.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I will actually put Ty on the bed like a polite individual because I know he's injured. And And then I will go to... Actually, I'm going to feel his forehead again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's
Is it good?
He's still pretty warm.
Oh, he's still burning up? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, probably oversold it back there.
No, it's okay. You did good. Hang on. How are you feeling?
I feel absolutely brand new.
Don't lie. This is important.
Well, then I feel like I'm on death's door.
Okay. Just stay right here. And I will go, and I think I have cloth, I think, in my... I do. So I will get a damp cloth then, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'll bring it back to him, and I'll probably go get some soup. Basically, I'm just going to try to tend to him if I can a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and help. Since we're no longer being chased or anything like that, and we're safer, I can give him a proper medical once-over.
Okay. He's burning up still for some reason. I don't know how long it takes your magic to work, but it could also just be exhaustion and or the fire and or something else, but...
Might I hazard a guess?
Right?
Right,
It was a
yeah.
fucking spider what bit my leg.
Right, so that's my concern. So I'm just going to go down and get him some soup. I put a damp cloth on him. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and give him a once-over,
doctor.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I also need smokes because I seem to have left them behind. And if I don't get one very soon, I'm going to sling myself out the window.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll be right back.
okay.
Any
so-
brand.
Any brand.
Any
okay.
brand of tobacco.
Right. So I continue. I change out the dressing from the quick combat triage that I gave Mr. Tai before, making sure that like there's no ooze, no pus, nothing like that. I roll a 23 medical check just to make sure everything is okay,
Yeah.
and I go to the back of the room once everything is done, and I give him the bottle of Nineyews Red, and I go. It's a local specialty. They
I'm going to throw
try
up.
and get.
No.
You don't want it.
No.
No, good. They try and give it to everybody in this place. They're so proud of it.
This is your old manor, isn't it?
Go to any establishments, an inn, a restaurant, kindergarten, they'll try and give it to you. I just chuck it back onto the bed.
And, is there a reason you ran away?
There's always a reason, Mr. Tai.
Okay, but is that reason going to find us in the middle of the night and slice our throats? That's alright.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Only if, people know who we are.
Well, yeah. I mean, did you rob someone and
No.
then have to skip town?
No.
Okay.
No. Nothing like that. The reasons why I had to leave are very similar to the reasons why you're in the Entente. Once people find out you're a Spellkin, there's not really much else you can do. So I left.
That's not why I'm in the Entente, but I understand.
There's more to it, obviously, but it's personal. Everybody has their story.
Alright, well. What's the plan anyway? We made it. What are we doing next?
I suppose we're resting up. We rest up,
resting.
we leave.
We're resting first, and then we are going to figure out what to do next.
Smith chimes in from over by the window. He was leaning across the window, looking out vigilantly, and chimes in when there is a moment.
I don't know what that is now. But we're going to try and make some kind of announcement. If the mountain wasn't enough to get the sworn moving, then we'll have to make an announcement here. Even better, if they are on their way to the mines, then we can make another announcement here and thin out the ranks. They might even split up their forces.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that'd be good.
it's very quiet here. There was only a small guard who came out to find out what was going on in the forest. I think that if we're going to do anything, we may as well do it now. But it is suspicious. No?
I think maybe we should wait.
We're gonna rest first.
It's just so
He's hurt.
quiet.
Right. Well, it's gonna take them a while to get to the mines anyway.
They're, that goldfish, are they not going to head through here to get to the mines, or you reckon they're going to go around the other way?
Whatever way's the easiest to move them any forces, if I have to guess. Coming... Well, it's almost equidistant.
They'd have
Not
to
sure.
move through goldfish to come through this way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cross the bridge might be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. It's out of their jurisdiction, which works in our favour.
Yeah.
Might I suggest a carriage to goldfish? No more, spiders in forests.
We could. This place is the breadbasket of the Empire, as they call it. There's always carriages, caravans, trading from here to everywhere in the Empire. It wouldn't be suspicious at all.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I've
I'll have a little sleep and...
I've got some soup. I've got a pipe because they didn't have regular rolls. I've got some
Yep,
tobacco,
that'll do.
and I have this little device that I guess you rub that with your thumb twice when you're done smoking, and it'll get rid of all the smoke in the room for the next person that comes in. It's magic, I
Okay.
guess. Can you just remember to do that? I also have... Where'd the water go? Oh, fuck. And then I walk back out and I go pick up a bucket of water and then bring it back in. And I have water
Thank you.
in case we need it. Yeah, no worries. Who wants soup? I've got one for everyone. Yours is non-negotiable. And I point
No,
to
thank
Ty.
you. I don't know.
You're gonna have some.
I'll have the pipe first and then...
Nope, you'll have the soup first, and then if you eat the soup, I'll give you the pipe. And then I just
Okay.
kind of plop the tray on his lap with the soup. Just like half of it. Then you can have your pipe, okay? Don't look at me like that.
Oh.
It's good for you.
Fine.
How are you doing, Miss Vasha?
Me? I'm fine. I didn't get a bite or anything. I'm good.
Do I
Do
believe
you
her?
have a fucking full-blown mental breakdown?
Me? I think I glare at him a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Do
Oh,
I
what
believe
about
that she's physically all right?
lie stuff or... this soup is nice.
Make me an insight.
I actually will give that to him because it's
Yeah.
Jet, and I don't think I'm not purposely trying to hide it. I'm just lying.
There you go.
So it's up to you.
Sort of brushing it off, even though it's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not on death's door anymore, thanks to you, but I'm not feeling so great either in my lungs, and I'm very tired. Like I think you can see the strain in my face.
Okay. As she's fussing over Ty, I am going to walk straight up to her.
Mhm.
I'm going to put my finger in front of her face like this so that she focuses on my finger.
Mm-hmm.
And I move it from side to side. and I'm doing a quick medical check.
Hmm.
Mm.
Give me medicine.
And okay. So
Actually, I
yeah.
think just with your 23 from before,
Uh-huh.
I think you're just in the zone, right? So you go up, you're already thinking about it, you're already in the zone, and you start with this medicine check. I didn't give you anything for the 23 earlier. I think you're able to see that she's a little bit slow to react. Her eyes are following your finger, but with like a little, they're lagging by a little bit. I think over time, you do start to notice there is a fair amount of exhaustion, and almost as if she is feeling the same effects as potentially a concussion. Her eyes are a little dilated.
I
And it's
look
pretty
at
bright
her.
in here.
I reach into my now pretty much expired inventory,
Sure.
and I pull out what almost looks like one of those spritz bottles, and I just look at her like this, and I go, and I spray her face, and I go, "You need to take care of yourself too."
What was that?
Medicine.
Honey.
And I walk, and
That
she
smells like
gets
honey.
among other things, and she's healed for +7.
Nice. I like
And I
to
walk
imagine
away
this is
to-
like a leather bladder that has like some sort of wooden nozzle on it, and you just squeeze the bladder, and that's what's spraying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're healed for what, 9?
7.
Seven,
Okay.
I think, yeah.
So that's my my healer feat.
Cool.
So it's not a magical item.
Sure. Yeah, she. I think as she inhales this, she sort of, her eyes don't necessarily change. Maybe the dilation starts to regulate a bit, but there's still a bit of fuzziness happening. She is recovering from something more than just a battle.
I can't cure exhaustion, Miss Vasha. You need to
Oh.
take care of yourself too.
That's all right. I will get some sleep in just a second.
Yeah,
Did
we're
you?
gonna
I
take
look
a
over.
rest.
Did Ty eat?
Did
I will.
I eat?
I will
Yeah.
keep my
Started
promise
eating it
and
and it
give
was
him.
actually really good. You know, when
Okay.
you don't want to eat
Yeah.
something, but then you
And
eat it
then
and you're
you
like, actually,
smell
this
it
is
and you're like, I'm
fine.
actually
This
fucking
is
starving.
great.
Yeah.
I
okay.
did that thing. Where it's
And the
all
last thing I do before I pass out is I will pack your pipe for you and I will hand it to you. And then I will fucking pass out on the cot.
Okay.
With my clothes still on. I just like sit down for a second, close my eyes, and I'm gone.
Close my eyes.
Yep. Yep. If you need anything,
Yeah.
and then I'm out.
I'm probably about to dig into the soup
Yeah.
as I see Varsha just kind of pass out. I sigh, put the spoon back into the soup, and I walk over to Varsha, and I put a blanket on her. And I come back and sit back down by the soup. Start drinking.
I take some time to set up my nightly alchemical devices. I then go to just outside, just to where the door is of our boat, and I pull out some silver string. I get some oil and a cloth, and I wipe across the string, and this almost, I guess, floppy silver thread then becomes impossibly straight. And I let go, and it just stays there in the air. And I've cast an alarm spell on the door. I then go to my my instruments, set up my experimental elixirs for the evening, and then I just roll over onto my bed and go to sleep.
So just so I am in on this. There's a glistening thread, almost like a glistening straight piece of webbing that doesn't connect to anything in front of the door, that is only seen when the sun I'm sorry, when the moon is, or in like certain angles where you could see the sun from the south peering it, or also when the moon passes overhead over the dome. It's just like that, but it can only really be seen by refraction of light in certain places, kind of like a floating piece of web that has come detached, but it's just that straight piece in the middle of that ever-present space. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm going to take out my bracer again, and I'm going to just sort of tinker around with it.
Okay.
Do you have a plan?
I've always got a plan.
I mean, when we get to Galfish.
Yeah, you say we. And, I reckon, once this shit is done here, maybe you, I don't know.
Is this soup for all of us?
Yeah, you can have the rest.
Right, thanks.
Maybe you should, I don't know, go somewhere else. And I don't say that because I think you're a fucking cunt. Which I do. I say it because, there's a lot of people in Galfish that are probably going to want your head.
That's true everywhere.
It's a big wide world.
Varsha is, I don't know if she's ready for this.
I don't know if she's got a choice though, does she?
I don't know if I do either. Look,
You're, set on sticking by her side, innit?
she's just about the only connection I have to some, well, a semblance of hope. I gave up on it for a long time. I still don't think you or the Entente have any chance to go against the will of the God King or the Sworn, let alone both. But the least I can do is at least do right by Varsha.
Well, I think there's a place for her in the Entente. She doesn't have to fight. But,
She's going to.
yeah. It's just that, Well, I appreciate that you're up shit creek without a paddle. And I appreciate what you've done so far. And I don't think you're going back. And I can put in a good word for you, and I can speak to my uncle. He's got a pretty decent amount of sway, but the Ensign don't play by rules. Half of them's thieves and killers. They won't think twice about slitting your throat in the night. But
So far, that doesn't make them any different than the Sworn.
well, I suppose that depends who you're slitting the throat for. I don't give a shit what you do. I don't. You can come with us. I'll try and keep them off you. Fuck it, maybe they'll welcome you with open arms. You know? We need people. And you lot have got knowledge. I'm not up that ladder far enough to know what the fuck the bigger plans are. I'll just fight because it's all I know how to do. So you can come with us. I'll drag you up in front of all the people what run things. And you can hash it out with them. Not much more I can do. But hey, unless you fuck around, I won't kill you. How about that?
As long as you don't fuck around with Varsha, I won't kill you.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe you should get some sleep. I don't know what the fuck tomorrow's gonna look like or the next day, but at the moment it's calm. And you got a bed.
I have to, just get a few things ready. My armor.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna have a little kip.
The next morning arrives. In the Domes, which is the part above the Romantic Lyre, a tavern where tourists go to spend a couple of nights, secluded and away from the hustle and bustle of the town, overlooking the walls made of clay here in Nineyews, overlooking the farmlands and looking at the perpetual sunset towards the south. A beautiful golden glow sprays into this area. Our party wakes up one by one, slowly but surely, as they begin to start their day, benefiting from a long rest.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do I know anybody in town who might be Anton or linked to Anton or someone who I could go to, because I need stuff. Not only do I need a doctor or something, or a shaman or something like that, I need information, and also I don't know. I guess I would be curious as to whether there's any Anton or any body
Make me an
who
investigation.
would be in this town that I know of. I don't know if I've really ever been to Nineyews or not, but if there is any sort of connection or anyone or anything like that that maybe me and Bugs could go and have a word with. And Jet, I guess. New kid. The new kid. That isn't rolling, is it? Hold on.
No. No, it's not. Oh, there it is.
There it is. It was me. 17.
With a 17, I guess this is also probably more like a wisdom check, but that's fine. Investigation is fine for now. I think you remember and realize that Nineyews is one of the newest acquired settlements under the God King. There is a very good chance, though you've never been here before, there is a very good chance that there is someone here that still would potentially be in the folds of the Entente. Also, Jet's here. Jet's from here. How did Jet learn about the Entente? So there's probably a potential linkage between all of this information.
My first thought was Jet, but he was like, I don't want to talk about it. And so I was like, okay. Yeah, so, because, I mean, yeah. I will, the first thing that's happening this morning, I'm still in the bed, feeling very weak and probably looking very bedridden, probably quite gaunt. I think I did have a deep sleep, but it's not necessarily a good thing. I normally sleep with one eye open. And I woke up feeling very, very like kind of headachy and like I've had a really rough night. And so I immediately start throwing things at Bugs to try and wake him up from across the room. Just whatever I'm finding. Bits of stones or things from my packet.
What the fuck, Ty? Come on,
Wake
I'm
up.
trying to sleep.
Yeah, well,
Hello?
you've had enough sleep.
What do you mean? I just...
It's work hours now.
What? We working on? We leaving?
Soup. I hand Ty more soup.
Yeah, hold on.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, give him
You can,
some.
and I fucking point to the bunch of soup. It's over there.
He rolls
You
up
eat
and
that
out of
one.
bed.
I think I need a doctor.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a good idea we just go swanning around asking for a doctor, so...
I'll put a hand on his forehead. He's still feverish.
This
You know
isn't
anyone in
something that
town,
you can
Bugs?
handle, Jet.
This seems like a magical poison to me. There
Is there
isn't anything
anything
I
you
can
can
do.
Oh.
There's nothing I can do. But if there is anybody in town that can do it, I may know.
I won't be seen by anyone who isn't allied with us. There are too many friends poisoned at the hands of the king's doctors.
Okay. Right. You have options. We can either go to Darktown, or we can look for the town elder. Her name is Willow. She, among anybody else here in this town, would know how to deal with this. Those spiders didn't come from nowhere. But I don't know if we can trust her.
Why not?
I don't
Okay.
know.
She's a town elder.
She's been here longer than, I imagine, longer than before the Empire took over. Whether
Well,
or
that
not
means we
I,
could probably trust her. Right?
I mean, with caution, we don't want to go losing our heads. No offense, Mr. Buttocks.
Maybe go and inquire rather than state that we have someone that's injured. Ask about what them horrible pale spiders, if they were to poison you, you should be concerned about, and how to
Yeah,
deal with
that's a
it.
good idea.
Okay.
Take Buttocks.
Yeah, what?
Go with him.
With all due respect, Mr. Tai, I think maybe Captain Buttocks is better off with you. I think it
Why?
would be strange to have an ogre waltzing around town with us, no?
Yeah, I'll just stay here and rest.
With Anton's scars on his body.
Maybe that would be to your benefit.
So I'm going then.
No, you're staying
just
with
saying-
Mr.
If you bring him with you and he's got scars all over him, then Madam Willow will be able to make an assumption right away without you needing to say anything at all. And if Smith and I don't come with you, which I don't think that we should, she's probably more willing to trust you.
Okay. You want me to go by myself?
I'll be going with you.
Or Smith can go with you disguised. Just
Right there.
maybe match his scars, but don't look like an ogre, maybe. No offense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have... I assume that all this time Captain Buttocks has been covering his scars?
Yeah.
He usually keeps it a lot of I think
The Anton symbology on his body.
Yeah, he wears it pretty proudly. There was probably a moment where, when you were making your way into town, that you probably reminded him. He's like, "Oh, fine," and he covered it up. But he usually wears his tattoos and scars pretty proudly,
Okay.
like the one on his neck, he's got that scar across his neck. But there's one right under the scar that also is an entente, or it is the Evervalian tattoo, the Evervalian crest with a scar X over it, which is usually the entente symbolism.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can go with you, but I'm so very clearly not.
No, it's fine. It's fine. As long as people don't recognize me. I haven't been here for years, so nobody should, I hope. I'll be fine. I should be fine.
You will be
At
fine.
least until we get to Madame Willow. Okay then,
Are you confident that this Madam Willow can do something?
if anybody in this town can do anything about this or lead us in the right direction to help Mr. Tai, then she is.
Maybe tell her about the mountain and see how she reacts to that first.
Okay.
And if for a second... Oh, shit. DM, do I know anything that they might say if they are side sworn? Like, things they might ask, or anything that I can tell him to warn him if she says this, or if she asks for someone to go get something. Like, is it a signal to go get the sworn? Anything like that. because I know they do shits like that, where when they're betraying their own kind.
Make me a history.
I'm not very good at this. 7.
Normally, I don't usually chime in with extra rolls, but would this be something that Smith would know?
Yes. You may also hop in on this. Is this something that... Oh, yeah, I mean, it could be an unspoken thing. You're both having this revelation at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double 7s.
Mm-hmm.
I think just as the thought has come to you, PB, the thought has come to Varsha. But instead of
okay.
asking the DM,
I
she's
asked
sort of-
Smith, and he doesn't say. He's like, no, I
right.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It changes all the time.
Right. Well, listen, if you get even an inkling that she means to do you harm, or if she even asks anyone near her to go get something and you feel suspicious at all, you leave and come right back here.
Okay.
Okay? Oh, I take out the stone and I give it to him, back to him. Or you could just use this.
Okay.
Yeah.
This would work. If anything happens, we use a code word. False. And if I say that,
Balls?
then it's the
Okay.
first word that came to my. We'll say yes, and then you'll come to where we have to go to.
Okay. And where
Did
will
he
you
say
be?
balls?
He did.
Yeah. So, Madame
That's a
Willow,
good
she.
one. You'll fit right in.
Thank you.
Can you show me on a map? I'm not very good with general directions.
There's no need for a map. Madame Willow
Oh.
lives inside the. You see the largest. So I point at the window. The largest yew tree
Mm-hmm.
in the center of town. It's hollow,
Oh.
and that is where she resides.
Wait, that's
Okay.
a yew tree.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
get it now.
Nineyews, yeah.
Yes. No,
That
not
makes a
very
lot of
original,
sense,
but
actually.
yeah.
Wait, does that mean goldfish is a type of fish?
Maybe there's a goldfish. I don't know. Somewhere. Who knows?
No.
Maybe there's a fish with a mouth very big, like a
A
goat.
fish made out of gold?
I don't know. I
Sounds
come
silly.
from improbable.
All right, well, here you go. Take this as well. And then this and all. And I hand you my armor and my falcata, which is my larger of my 2 swords, the damaged ones, and say, I
Okay.
fucked my sword. Look, fucking hit a tree with it. It's absolutely fucked. So if you can take that to a blacksmith, a proper one, and get
Okay.
that straightened out. And then the armor's torn there. And that's going to need a bit of patching. Probably going to
I
need
can
something
fix your sword.
Mr. Smith. It's in the name. Do you need anything for it, or?
No.
Okay. All right, then. There you go. You can take this back. And I just drop it back on the floor because it's heavy.
Right, well. Sure. So, you 3 go to the tree. Speak to the woman. If you can figure out what it is, get the stuff. Come back. And then we'll come up with a plan.
Varsha,
I
are
won't be
you,
sitting around here.
are you
What?
going?
No, I shouldn't go. She'll take one look
Bugs.
at me and know where I'm from.
The bugs.
Okay. Well, we better
So
get
scars
going.
then.
Am I going? Or am I
You're
staying?
going.
I'm going.
No.
Well,
Keep an eye on him.
Huh? It's up to Jet. I think Jet said no, right?
I mean,
Could I stay? It's nice
you
here.
can stay.
Sweet.
You can stay.
All right.
If you want to stay, you can stay. Miss Vasha said that you should go, but okay.
Well, just someone that looks like Entente without you saying you're Entente would be a good idea, is all.
True. True.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. I'll cover up some scars and try and pass myself off as a member of the Entente.
Don't
The
forget-
issue is,
Don't
you
forget
know,
this one. Get that one. It's a good one right there.
Oh, jeez. What happened?
Yes. Part of it. It's stabbed with a spear. And then that other X there, I did that myself.
What?
Yeah, how you get into the Entente is you get the Everveil crest. And then we burn an X upon it. That's how we do it.
okay.
So make sure you have the crest, and then just cover it up with some scars. And that's usually a key sign. During talk.
Okay. But yes, if anything goes down, I'll say the code word, and then you just head down the road towards the tree, and hopefully
Okay,
we'll either be inside or on our way back to you.
got it.
All right.
Be careful.
Be careful out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, wait for me.
Give me a minute. I have to get these scars ready.
Okay, and this one here. Behind the arm. Yeah. Perfect. There we go.
So we join Jet and Smith as they start to make their way toward the large yew tree standing in the center of the town. There are people who are walking by, some people looking and checking you out as you pass by them as you walk with purpose towards the large yew tree. There are some painted symbols across various, like a different color for each yew tree across the 8 that are here. And then in the middle, this large yew tree has different inscriptions and markings with different colored paints around the base of the tree. As you go and find your way to the entrance, you do notice that there is a large wood bridge that coils up into the boughs of the tree, about 5 stories up into the canopy of the town. You make your way up. It creaks as you step forward, and then there is a door about a large door that is fastened into the tree. It is a circular door with only one iron hinge, and it is closed. There is a banner out front, a Nineyews banner that is whipping in the wind as you make your way up. Several birds also start to land and are curious, and they start to chirp as you make yourself present in this area, as if they are probably talking to one another, alerting them of the humans that are approaching the boughs of the tree.
Are there any guards about, or is there anybody there for us to talk to?
There is a person at the top, sort of sitting down, kind of like they're resting their feet, or they're like standing watch, but lazily, like they brought a stool to their watch post. And as you approach, they sort of, and they get their shield, and they put their hand on, like, rest it on the scabbard. Hello, sorry,
Hey there.
yes, hello. What can I help you with?
We are here to see the elder, Madame Willow.
Aye? Does she know you're here?
No. This is a unscheduled appointment.
One moment.
Okay.
He opens up the door. He goes inside. A couple moments, you hear a muffled.
It's all very grand, lots of to do, in a place like this.
Door opens up. He, come on in. And the door opens up, and there is a stairs, just like they went up, also go down in the inside. It corkscrews down. There are several floors in here, but the constant stairway does go all the way down to the base. So it's 5 stories of corkscrewing stairway. There are several different library layers and different passageways and different atriums that you pass through until you meet probably on the 4th story up. So maybe you only went down maybe about a story before this elderly woman, dark skin with large wrinkles and almost like a bark skin, white streaks of hair tied into a large top knot, a messy bun, as she has a blue drapery of linen and a crimson belt with gold tassels that go across her waist. She's leaning up against, she has a staff in her hand, but she's leaning most of her weight on the banister of the stairs as you start to approach her. And she goes,
"Oh, are you the guests?"
Yes, we are. Sorry for the intrusion.
Oh, it's all right. Help me if you can. I would like to go down the stairs.
she kind of waits for you to take her arm.
Oh, okay. I bring out my right arm to support her.
Thank you. All right. So, come.
Here we go. And she starts to wait for you to sort of lead her down the stairs. Your hand touches the back of her as she tries to make her way down. She is very frail and very old as she slowly saunters down the stairs. And she doesn't take long before she goes,
"What can I do for you?"
as you're making your way down the stairs.
My friend and I, we were out when one of my friends, they got bitten by one of the creatures out in the woods.
Oh,
A spider.
a spider.
Yes, it was very big. It was all we could do to save them and get them back to town.
What kind of spider? Do you, what was, could you describe what it looked like?
She starts to close her eyes at this moment, tries to, almost as if she's trying to imagine something. But you are still leading her down the stairs.
It was Mr. Stone.
Blue and white, and they disappeared. Do you know anything like that?
Blue and white. I don't. I will. I must. I do not know, but
You know anybody that might know?
what does the wound look like?
Like 2 gold pieces. That's where pressed inside his thigh. Maybe a fist apart.
Oh, and you've tried all the ailments.
Yes.
What
I'm a
have you
physician.
done?
For the most part, I've cleaned the wound. I've drained it.
And still nothing.
Well, I mean, yes, still nothing. I believe he's been poisoned.
Oh, have you tried using any of your magic?
She she opens up her eyes and looks at you knowingly.
I do not know what you mean.
Okay, it's all right.
She puts a hand on yours, reassuringly.
I am extremely skeptical of what she's saying. Do I get the feeling that she's telling the truth?
Roll an insight.
May I as well?
Of course.
11.
With 11, it's hard to say. You may still feel bits of skepticism, but Smith, you feel that she is telling the truth. She's being truthful when she says it's all right. She's being genuine.
I grab her other arm
No.
and I just say, "Oh, careful."
Oh,
And I look at
thank you.
Jet and I just barely incline my head.
Mhm.
Madam Willow, you know magic is forbidden. Even if I could, I wouldn't be allowed to use it in town.
Yes. But were you in town when this bit?
No?
Hmm?
Hypothetically, yes, I've tried.
Hypothetically, we all pish posh. It's can't quite tame all of the magic or the wind. We all know that.
I've tried everything, and he's still sick.
Hmm.
Is there a code behind you've tried everything and he's still sick?
As in,
Yes,
yes,
I know
I've
you-
tried. I've tried using magic, and
Okay.
he's still sick.
She slowly nods.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there's much I can do besides tell you of someone who may. You know of the nymphs of the Northwood?
And when she mentions this, you do remember those stories growing up of these unnamed creatures that would walk between the trees.
The nymphs.
Yes.
A
There
story.
are- It's a story, yes, but there is some legend to it, and all legends have a bit of truth.
You
There
think?
is a grove hidden within the Northwood. Hidden from
Okay.
prying eyes, those with the wind, and only the wind know where it is. It'll only be revealed if you are worthy to see it. But in that grove, I believe there are two that could help.
Thank you for your candor, madam. Why are you being so helpful?
I know you're from Nineyews. I always remember a face. And it's wonderful to see you.
So, as she says that, my complexion kind of goes cold. Because even with her being so nice, I cannot help but be skeptical. And I remove my hand from her own as I know that Mr. Smith is holding her, and I say, thank you. So, how do we start? I know you said follow the wind, but...
And we are.
And she starts to find purchase on the last step towards the bottom of the stairs as she sort of swims out of your grip, Smith, as she starts to shuffle towards a nearby chair and sits down next to a large bookcase made of some sort of oak.
I haven't seen it myself. Not the winds, the grove. I haven't been nor seen, but there are those who have, and they have perished since. Be careful out there. There is an oddity that has been disturbing the wildlife, and that could be what has happened to your friend.
He is an oddity.
Our friend.
Oh. Thank you. That was good.
And she sort of just sits back for a moment and enjoys the joke.
But I meant dangers. Be careful. And if you need any more help, I can help.
Oh, okay.
Or I'll try. Anything I could do to, well, keep the God King off our back.
Is there a good place in town to get supplies?
She sort of thinks for a moment.
It's been a while since I've needed to venture out. I would check the Dark Town. They usually have wares for sale, for venturing into the Northwood. There are also several alchemists in town, if you like. Before you go, you know.
And she sort of rocks out of the chair and makes her way over to that bookcase. And she moves a book and then reaches behind into a dark space of the bookshelf and comes out with this a thick glassed it's like a small flask, but there's a large thick glass around it, so you can sort of see through it, but there's only a small bulb of where the liquid actually is. And she makes her way over to you, Smith, and she kind of clasps it in your hands, and she says,
This is for you. It could help you on your way.
and she sort of pats your arm, and as she does, she pats one of the scars that have been reflected from Captain Buttocks' scars. So one of his many Entente scars she sort of pats.
Thank you. You're most kind.
Thank you. Okay. Then I guess we go to Darktown. Thank you for your time, Madame Willow. Be safe.
You as well. Wine?
She sort of points towards...
No, thank you.
Very well. I'm sure you've had...
We have a lot to do today, if you don't mind.
Very well. Have a good day. Thank you for helping me, assisting me down the stairs.
She starts to then grab a bookcase nearby and starts to use the bookcase to help move her into a back space of this hovel inside this tree.
Winds keep you safe, madam.
And she sort of smiles into the distance as she agrees back at you.
Okay. So, I guess we go.
Start to make my way up the steps.
Okay. The guard that was outside was just inside watching the whole time. How was that? Got everything?
Very helpful. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Opens the doors. Winds be at your back.
Winds be at your back.
Makes his way over to the stool. Puts the shield down. Sits and kind of smiles at you. Kind of like a door person at a bar as you're leaving. You make your way down the stairs.
So, seemed all right to me, but how did you read that whole thing?
Sorry?
You think she was telling the truth?
I imagine. I've only heard about these nymphs before in stories. If she's telling the truth, then what other hope do we have to help Mr. Tai? I don't know if we have the time, but we destroyed the mine. The only way to get to Nineyews now is to the west. You'll have to go through Gulfish regardless now. So I think we might do. The only question, the only problem is, how do we find this Northwood? Or at least this grove? She was very vague. I have a feeling that maybe Miss Vasha can help.
Why do you say that?
We're walking and talking as this is happening. She's expressed before that she can see the Spellwind. So I imagine if there is anybody in this town who is able to see where this place resides and guide us there, it would be her. She was wise to point us to the Dark Town, though. That is the poorer district. People there are less likely to be affiliated with the Empire.
Okay. So we'll go there and we'll get some supplies. And we'll fill in Varsha and Tai. Are you sure there's nothing you can do about his condition?
I've tried everything. I've never seen an ailment like this before. It's poison, but it's also not poison. It's magic, but it's not magic. It's more like a curse. I hope these
could always
nymphs
cut off
exist.
the leg.
I mean,
Actually, never mind. Poison's probably made its way through his body by now.
True. At any rate, I pull out my sending stone and I say, Miss Vasha?
Oh, wow. This is so cool. Yes? Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. We are on our way back.
Okay. Good news,
We're gonna
I hope.
pick up some supplies first, and then we'll be back.
So as I'm saying this,
Okay.
I'm not pulling out a stone in the middle of a street and talking into it. I'm just grasping tight onto it to my robe and looking at Mr. Smith as I'm talking. So to people around us, it's just like I'm just talking.
Awesome.
What kind of supplies?
What kinds of supplies, Mr. Smith?
If I'm
Oh, we
going
can
to
see.
repair Ty's sword, then I'm going to need some supplies plus some other things. We'll be back in a little while. You think you can hold out?
So my hand is on Mr. Smith's shoulder as he's saying this. You heard that, yes?
Yeah, yep, loud and clear. And yeah, we'll be fine. Stop. Yep, we're good. See you when you get back.
Oh, okay. Stop what?
No, I
Let me see it. Let me see the stone. Let me see it. Tell him I say hello. Tell him I say hi.
They're in good spirits. Let's go.
Let's just hope Buttocks isn't in very good spirits.
True. You're right.
All right, lead the way.
Okay. So it's just round here. As you can see, the tree casts a huge shadow, and it's just,
Just as Jet explains it, there is a large, blurred darkness above the entire northern half quadrant of this town, this walled-off town, known as the Dark Town, where it is perpetually dark here under the shade of the large yew tree. A lot of adventurers come here from the Northwood, which is just outside of town. A lot of the Romantic Lyre, where you are staying, is just east of this dark town. You make your way through. There is a market of people hawking their wares, and you could hear the tanging of a blacksmith nearby as an anvil is being beaten into working metal.
And over here is, well, a blacksmith. You can tell by the way it is. Is anybody here? Hello?
Hello. Hello there. You see a linen, a woman wearing a linen drapery with a leather apron, has a hammer in her hand. Her dark hair is pulled back into a messy ponytail, and she sort of like leans out from behind the wall right by the where the forge is, where there's a lot of heat and a red glow coming from. And she says, "What can I do for you?"
I need a whetstone, maybe some steel, if you
Okay.
have any.
Yeah, you
Not
need
too
me to.
much, just enough to repair a sword.
Well, you can bring it here. I can fix it.
Appreciate that. But I can handle it.
It's for the road.
All right. Let me see. Could you make me a persuasion?
With advantage because I said it's for the road and I'm assisting?
A 19.
A 19's fine.
Okay.
She is. She goes. Give me a sec. And she dips back from behind the wall, or back towards the forge, and you start to hear her scrounging around with different bits, stone knocking together, metal knocking on stone, and like some wood being stacked upon stone, and just the knocking of different supplies and things. A couple moments go by, and she has this large, flattened out, looks like it was once a rod that has been flattened out to a long piece of metal. Hasn't been worked into any sort of blade yet, nor has it been etched into its final form. It looks like it is just folded and bent and made into for storing and storage purposes. It's about 3 feet long and about 2 inches thick. worked down, and she kind of holds this up like, will this do?
Should be fine. Thank you.
And then she also places that down in front of you. It tings as it settles, and then she also takes out a small 2-inch by 6-inch whetstone. And it looks like it's been worked before, so there is a little bit of a divot. It may have seen a couple of generations, but she says, she goes, I can give that to you for 5 gold. I know it's expensive, but it's kind of, it's either that or the wheel. And I could use the wheel.
That's a little pricey, don't you think?
It's an heirloom. My granddad's.
Do you have one that's not an heirloom?
I have that, and I have the wheel. I'm not a supply shop. I will fix these things. So if you could bring it here, I could fix it. But for 5 gold, you can take that.
We're okay. I'm going to hand the stuff back to her.
Okay. All right. She heads back. Anything else I can help you with?
That'll be all.
Okay. Sorry. Kind of shrugs.
And start to walk off.
All right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Wins Biagio back.
You too. She waves with her hammer in hand. She goes back to her work.
Okay. Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done here. That was
Okay.
ludicrous.
I don't know what to
You
tell
could buy
you.
a new sword for that price. No. Oh, no.
So, what are we doing then? Are we going to go ahead and bring his stuff here to get it repaired or what?
No. I'll figure something out.
Okay. All right. Well, we better get back to the inn then.
What about herbs? If we're going into the forest or anything, you'll probably find what you need, but do you have anything that you need now?
I should have most of what I need already on me. Most of what I use for my craft is mundane. Water, plants. It's not that, I think maybe perhaps let's go to a general store. I can get most of what I need there. But I do not want to draw attention to myself.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you tell me what you need, I can go pick it up. Meet you back.
Okay. Shut up! Sorry, my headache.
If you yell at the top of your lungs in the middle of town, that's probably a good way to get noticed.
Perhaps maybe you should hold on to this for me. Thank you. And I give him
Hold
the
on.
sending stone.
Shut up.
Are you coming back?
What is the problem?
No problem. I just was able to pick this thing up before Varsha got up. Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, oh,
What the fuck? Come on. I told you not to use it unless it was an emergency.
We're going to die.
I'm just going to take the stone and put it away.
Okay. So anyway, I need some distilled water, or just any water. I can distill it myself. I need some spirits. I need some Arabic gum. I need some charcoal. I need
Okay, fine. Yeah. All right.
Back at the Romantic Lyre, a bath is drawn, a fire has started. There is soup aplenty. I think probably bowls may be strewn around. Yes?
I wouldn't actually start the fire. I want him to have a cold bath.
Okay.
Because he's got a fever.
There
but
is
yes.
no
Sorry.
fire. That's all right. I'm on a roll today. So there is no fire, and there is a bath drawn. There is soup. bowls around, and there is a sending stone next to the bowls of soup, and next to the sending stone is Captain Buttocks.
I told you not to use that unless it was an emergency. You know?
Right, I didn't know where they were, so. And also I want to try it.
They said, they said they were shopping and that they were on their way back, so it's going to be fine. And they have good news.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I wanted to know what it was.
Well, they'll tell us when they get here. They might not be able to say so out loud, right?
Fine.
Okay. Ty, are you ready?
Yeah.
Beth's ready, princess. In you go.
That's... Oh, it's fucking cold.
Yeah.
It's not a bath then, is it?
Nope. It's to kind of help your fever stay down.
It's basically just a fucking river.
Yep.
It's a drink.
Yep.
Come on.
Sorry.
Get in.
Alright, fine. Okay, get away from the balls, get away from the balls, get away from the balls. Oh, that is not comfortable.
Okay, I think I'm going to reach out the window and make you a flower crown. It'll go very nice with this bath you got. I'm going to do that. I'll be back.
You do that. Can you hand me that?
Yeah.
My other sword there, the scimitar, the littler
This
one.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Because if he tries to put that fucking crown on my head, I'm going to cut off his hands.
Right. Okay. How about I just promise that I won't let him do that, and then you can just relax in the bath. Do you need anything? Do you want soup?
I'm all
Water.
fucking soap.
Okay. What happened?
I got bit by a fucking spider.
This yellow one's nice.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi. Mr. Smith will be a bit longer. He went to collect some other things.
Okay.
That I figured I shouldn't be there for.
Oh.
But.
Oh, right. Okay. More soup.
Oh.
Sorry. It's the same as yesterday, but
Thank you.
it's warm.
What's in it?
I don't know. Potato, carrot, some sort of meat of some sort. You're not vegetarian, are you?
No, I eat salt.
Okay.
I hate to interrupt
It's
your
like-
meal there. It's just that did you find the fucking cure?
Yes and no. We don't have it on us. In fact,
Okay.
we're going to have to go somewhere to get it.
Okay.
And
Somewhere nearby?
sadly, no. Madame Willow mentions that this is a magical disease, and as such, it requires magical means to cure.
And
And obviously, we're not going to find any magicians here to cure it. She mentioned the nymphs of the Northwood.
I'm unfamiliar.
Apparently, creatures, beings that live in a grove hidden to the north. We must have missed it, I suppose, on our way in. But apparently, only those who are worthy of it whatever it is, we'll be able to find it. But I haven't lost hope, because I remembered that you, Miss Vasha, you said that you could see the Spellwind. So if there are any disturbances in that area, I think that maybe, of all people here, you would have the highest chance of finding this place.
All right, pack our bags then. We need to get the fuck out of here
Hang
You're-
on.
and head to Goldfish.
What?
But what about you?
No.
Hey?
We're gonna go find this grove.
Your sickness, it's...
What's
How
funny?
long have we got before the fucking guards arrive? She's sending you on a wild goose chase. Spinning you a
I-
tale about fucking nymphs and sprites.
I have a feeling that we can't trust this woman. She mentioned alchemists. I did not know that there was another alchemist family in this town. Ours is a practice that is hidden, obviously. One that is passed from generation to generation in secret.
Are you sure she wasn't just trying to give you a sign? Like maybe she knows you?
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel as if she was trying to signal. It was that she knows. The reason I left this place in the first place. We don't have time for this. I think we can trust her information.
It's less than a day. We're going. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Oh,
We
God.
have the time.
We'll go
Yeah,
together.
You lot have got more important shit
Oh
to
yeah.
do. Go
Yeah,
dancing around in the forest with squirrels.
go and hobble by yourself in the wood and what? Get eaten by another spider?
Listen,
You'd be going in
Just
blind,
let
Miss
us help
Atai.
you.
I'll be fine.
How would you even find it? Like I said, only Miss Vasha has the key. And even then, that's only hypothetical.
So I can find Spellwind. All right. I don't need help with it. I've got a few
Listen.
tricks.
Listen, with the mountain down, there's only one way into Nineyews now. Their entire trade route is completely destroyed.
It's
The
almost
only
as
way-
if we bought us the time to do this. So just let us use it.
Exactly. The only way they can come now is from the west, through Galfish. And with the commotion we've made, that must have bought us time. You'll have to go and check Dankot and see what happened. Give us a chance to help you, so we can help the Entente. What's the point of you coming if you're going to be a hindrance? No offense.
Fine. We'll go wandering off into the fucking woods again. But if we can't find it after a day,
We'll find it.
we're going to Goldfish. I know people there, alright? I'm sure they can deal with it better than
Okay.
a fucking pixie.
Okay.
I walk closer to Ty. I had magic that would magically heal like poison. But I don't I tried to use it in battle and it didn't work. But I don't know if I know why. So I'm gonna try again.
You're under.
You're under different circumstances then. So
Yeah,
I feel like,
so I think Varsha would try, especially in this instance,
Mhm.
even if I know nothing will come of it. So yeah. So I'll sit next to the bath and I'll touch my mark, and then I'll lift your leg out. Let me see it.
What?
Let me just try.
By what?
I have magic that can help with this. Maybe
Oh, that information would have been useful fucking yesterday.
Yeah, well, I tried to use it yesterday and it didn't work. So just let me try again.
All right.
As cold water ripples past your chin as you put it out into the warm air. You press your scar.
Yeah, do you want me to roll anything to see what effects are or anything, or no?
Yeah, give me a religion check.
Okay. Oh boy. 19. That is I'm so bad at that, typically. So that's
Usually,
exciting.
yeah, with a natural 19.
Yeah. It's a nat 20. I just have a minus 1. Yeah.
A dirty 19. So I think... Yeah, I think what happens here is a flash of light comes from your palm. Your scar doesn't ache. You have no headache. The wound doesn't look like it's changed.
Did you do it? You look like you did something.
How do you feel?
Do you feel any different?
No.
I don't feel any different either. I don't think it worked.
What the fuck was that then?
I may have lost my sworn magic.
Okay. It's probably a good thing. Based on the fucked up shit they did to that old man, eh?
Yeah. Come on, get up. We're gonna get dressed.
Mr. Smith should be here soon. Sorry?
Can you help me get him out?
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it. Get off. I'm fine.
Got your crown right here.
I
Pass
don't
me
even.
that knife. Pass me
Yeah.
that fucking knife.
I'm lifting him up. I'm not listening to him tell me that he can do it by himself
I'm
because he
literally
clearly
going to
can't.
reach for the scimitar and
pretend to
toss
help
it
and
across the
stay
room at Bugs, the whole thing.
You're throwing that scimitar at him?
I throw the whole scimitar
Yeah, okay.
across the room.
Oh, all right, okay.
I think what happens is like he's holding it up excitedly, and you just throw it, and it cuts the crown into pieces, and it just sort of.
Oops. Start again.
You fucker.
We'll go as soon as he gets back, okay?
All right. Right, Jet.
Yeah, yes.
If I kick it, go to the hideout in Galfish. All right, Buttocks will get you there. And then you need to find a man called Lorcan, right? He's a tall bastard, and he looks pretty pissed off at everything, but he's all right. Yeah, he's probably going to be telling someone to do something or moving something somewhere else. He's always looking busy. You got to be honest with him. Honest. Show him what you can do. Okay?
I'm not making that promise. You're not kicking
Alright.
anything.
He's a fucking nasty bastard when he wants to be. And I don't know what the fuck he's going to do when she shows up. Let alone when the other one fucking shows up. And Varsha, I'd recommend you find a young man named Adelard. He's probably not in Galfish. He's Tenno's son. The one that wasn't taken. he's kind of brainy, like Tenno was, but I don't really know him. But I think you should get to know him.
Where can I find him?
Go to Lorcan first.
Okay.
You need an inn. Enjoy the branding as well.
I won't be branded again.
Fair enough. Tell them to go fuck themselves then. Right, is anyone going to pass me them fucking trousers and we're going to stand here with my todger hanging out all fucking day?
Yeah. Here. Fucking, bad leg first.
Yeah.
Right, now put the weight on. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, fuck.
It's alright.
You can tell Lorcan that yourself, Mr. Tai.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jet, could I have a word?
Sure. I walk to the back of the room. Yes?
I was just wondering if... Would you mind using your magic on my sword?
On your sword?
Mm-hmm.
As if it was a person.
Yes. I don't know how to explain this, but I feel like I feel like something might happen if you do. And I felt it the moment I met you, the moment I saw you use your magic. Now I might need it.
On your sword?
Yes.
Okay.
The one with your palm and just that's all I know. It's worth a try. Kind of like how you make your potions.
Something you've seen me do before?
Yes. You draw your magic up from the ground, it seems like. What kind of magic is that? It's like right before you use your fire.
Right. You mean... Okay. Do you want an explanation or you want me to do this thing right now?
Before we leave, maybe.
Okay. So you don't want me to do it now?
You can do it now. And then I'll get out my sword and I'll just kind of like hand it to him.
Okay. I take it from her and I place it on the nearby table. I look at her questioningly. And okay,
what is it like when you make your potions?
When I make my potions?
Mm-hmm. Like when we did that together. It's that same feeling.
Okay. All right. It is and as I do it, I basically explain how it's done as it happens, and I say it's a technique from that was passed to me from my parents and from their parents to them, and so forth. There is a power akin to the Spellwind that's all around us. And you're able to kind of draw it from oneself and make your own. And as I'm saying this, I'm staring blankly at the wall, not looking at what I'm doing. I take out another one of my round bottom flasks, and it's the one I used there for cure wounds for Mr. Tai. And I upend it and pour it along the blade of the sword. As I do, this liquid pours out, and as it does, the liquid itself almost seems to sublimate, or I suppose evaporates, into the air, and then coat this sword. And as it does, and with all my spellcraft, I breathe in. As I exhale, you see this mist take a more solid form, as if the sword itself had a thicker green shadow around it, as if the sword itself was to grow twice its width. And then, like that, it dissipates, and that is essentially how I would cast a Cure Wounds on this sword. Should I roll for it, DM?
Yes. Make me an Arcana.
Okay.
I chuckle, actually. Maybe for the first time in front of you.
Are you okay?
Yes. Yes. That's it. I can tell.
Oh,
I can feel it.
okay.
That was a
Thank you.
19 for those who are listening.
I'm not sure if I understand what Miss Vasha is doing. She seems giddy, and that makes me nervous.
Thank you. I'm excited to use it.
You're welcome. And I give her sword back.
Thanks.
Okay. And I get back to my tools and back to reconstituting the rest of my flasks for my spells for the day.
Okay. I think as you all start to pack up and get ready, get your spells ready for the day, Smith is able to make his way, whenever that may be, back to the Romantic Lyre, back to the domes where you all are staying, as you all start to make your way a little bit slow for Ty. But you all pack up. You start to get ready.
I would not be
Back yet.
returning
Okay.
just yet.
Okay.
No.
So as you are all packing up, Smith doesn't make it back to the domes. Smith, do you have the sending stone?
He does. I gave it to him.
Okay. A couple hours go by. Still no word. Smith, what is it you are doing at this time?
I am looking around the town.
What's going through your mind?
I'm trying to find a specific place. I wasn't here for very long, but I've been here before.
Right. Do you know what it is you're looking for?
Trying to look around for some landmarks. It's hard to remember. I'm trying to find An old building. It would have been destroyed.
There are several. The one that you are looking for specifically is right where you left it. Tucked away in the shadow of the perpetual sun that shines across. It cuts over the ruins, only illuminating the top portions of the rubble of this abandoned house.
Kneeling down on the ground, one knee. Got my hand down on the ground. Sort of running my hand along the ground, tracing some scratches, scrapes, blood. You reach in my clothing. I pull out my book. Trace my fingers along a name. I stare for what feels like hours, but it's probably only a few seconds. Close the book. I put it away.
And that is where we are going to end episode 6.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Da-da-da. Wow, that one flew by. 6. Today flew by. Holy crap.
We did start a little late, though, remember?
We
Yeah.
did.
So it
Yes,
feels
we
a
did.
little bit like
Yeah.
we jumped in.
That was amazing.
But wowee, what a day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Whack, for that awesome last scene. That was sick. That was awesome.
I will
Just
say
as,
one.
Just as a side
thing.
note,
Yes.
mechanically, I probably wouldn't have taken several hours. It probably just would have
Yeah.
been about an hour.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do want to mention that Myth sent me a message this morning that said, "You're really poisoned, really, really, really poisoned. You're so poisoned that probably you're not in the episode for a lot of it, and when you are, you should be so sick that you don't talk much."
I wasn't talking about Ty.
Oh, you didn't really.
Hey.
Some of you believe the words that I say.
Hey, got him.
Hey, got him.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching us today. We're going to go around and say who we are, what we thought of the episode, and talk about ourselves for a moment. Let's start with DB.
Hello, hi, I'm Pumpkinberry. Find me at Twitch and Twitter at Pumpkinberry. I'm also here on Sundays for the new vampire show, which you should totally check out. And yeah, that's it. That's me. Thank you, Myth. This was amazing. Meyer, thank you so much for that scene. That was so good. You had no idea what was coming, and then it was great. It was amazing. So yeah.
Thank you. It's easy
for
to
that.
roleplay being confused when you're confused.
It's good.
Wise words from Meyer. Meyer, you're up.
Hi, my name is Meyer. You can find me at twitch.tv/Meyer. And yeah, today was really cool, really awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. The Nineyews freaking store background art.
Yeah. Holy
Josh?
shit.
Look at this.
So yeah,
Josh! It's so good!
It's so good.
Holy fuck.
so I was asked like a week ago, like, so what does Nineyews look like? And then like Josh basically like stuck his fingers in my brain, and then that's Nineyews right there.
Yeah.
And it's surreal.
So good.
It's so cool. The entire experience being here on Tablestory with you guys has been ridiculous. Thank you so much. Every single week is a journey into the surreal, because I'm like, what's happening? Why am I here? But like words don't explain or describe. So I'm gonna stop talking, and it's gonna be Brad's turn.
I love you so much, Meyer. Go check out Meyer. No, shut up, Brad. Go check out Meyer. Twitch.tv/Meyer. Awesome streamer, great role player. Check him out. Follow him on all the things. Thank you so much, Meyer. Okay, Brad, now it's your turn.
Maya, you're fired. You're not in it anymore. We're removing you from the cast.
You're removing him from the cast so you can take him in your next show.
Yeah, so that I can
Made
put it
Brad
in.
almost feel a
Tune in
feeling.
tomorrow with our new cast member on Mistlight, Maya. We are changing the name to Maya Light.
I can't wait for Myth.
Mythlight is the sequel to Maya Light. Where
Less alcoholic.
it's just where you DM it instead of me.
Ah, right, exactly.
I put Maya in it and then I write myself out. Yeah, you can watch that if you want. That's tomorrow. Mistlight should be back. We were off last week, so we should be back tomorrow, hopefully. I don't remember what happened in it, so that's going to be really interesting. You ever do that as either a player or a GM when you have more than like 1 week off and you're like, I don't have any idea? It's crazy how that happens. I don't know what that is about D&D specifically. I think it's because D&D is so much, maybe. Like,
Well,
there's
I'm a
so
super
much
fan
to
and I
it,
remember everything. So if you need me to catch you up, I can do that.
It should be a pretty accessible episode if you've never seen one. Because they're getting in a cart and going on the road. And
Yes.
wasn't happening
That
on
always
the road.
ends well.
Last week, I said that there was an incredibly unbalanced encounter that I accidentally on purpose made for them.
No one does that.
And I didn't get to
No one.
run it because there was no session last week because we had a sick player. Did I spend this week balancing it? Find out tomorrow
No.
on
No.
Mythamolite. I do not stream on Twitch or
That's a
anything
lie.
else. So
That's
please
a lie.
do not.
No. Because you're playing Far Cry, which comes out tomorrow, right?
That's weird.
But it'll come
playing
out
it for 2
tomorrow
days.
after you've already been playing it. So if you want a sneak peek, you should go watch it. And also on Sunday, he's playing through Dream Daddy.
That's true.
And it's so good.
I did play Dream Daddy last Sunday.
Dream
it was
Braddy.
Ruby's fault.
Hey.
On my
Yep,
channel,
it
I
is.
do,
It's
I do
Dream
a
Braddy.
game
It's
vote,
so
so
good.
I never get to pick the games, but I do at least get to pick the games that go into a vote. So there's some level of filtering. But PB did the vote for me last time, and she put there wasn't a single game in it that I had on my own list. And the winner of all of the stupid games that she put on there was a stupid game called Dream Daddy, which is just it's like a visual novel ad dating simulator. It's pretty funny, but it killed my voice last week because I was voicing them all and stuff. So yeah, that's on Sunday, as well as Leech, our new show, so you should tune in for that. There's also another show on Fridays, and I think there's one on Tuesdays, but I can't remember who GMs it. Maybe Whack knows.
Hey, Whack. Do you know? Have any idea?
That was fucking
no
perfect.
idea.
No, okay. All
Not
right.
an
Well, thank
idea.
you, everybody.
That was a perfect segue.
Thanks everybody. Yeah, I'm Wax Steven. And yeah, that was a great job today by everybody. Meyer is so good, and we're so happy to have you
Tips.
on the show.
Sorry, I thought he was going to try and do the thing where you're on camera and you do the thing where you claim sneaky streamer thing where they.
Oh yeah,
make-
yeah.
they
He's
make you
already
agree
agreed to
things.
be on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for this, Meyer. It's great to have you join us on Tablestory and playing some games with you. It's great.
It's again, amazing to be here. Thank you.
And again, you got thrown in.
Child.
You got thrown in the deep end, so you've been
He's our bomb
swimming.
guy.
You've been swimming
Yep.
better than us all, so well done. And I do a bunch of stuff here on Tablestory on Tuesdays. I run Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's a sort of Harry Potter homebrew thing, and it's a very wholesome and also still pretty intense kind of show. So should definitely check that out. And on Fridays, I do Rime of the Frost Maiden, which is also D&D 5th edition, and we're getting close to the end of that show, and it's been really, really great, and we're in the very meat and potatoes of the story, so come check that out. And yeah, on Wednesdays before this show, I do a Isekai TTRPG design stream, because I'm making my own TTRPG that will end up being a Tablestory show eventually, and it's going really well. We had a great session today with really nerdy things, and people still seem to enjoy it. I don't know why, but they did, so that was good. Yeah, so make sure you're here and you're following stuff on Tablestory, and thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Speaking of nerdy things that people seem to enjoy for no reason, I'm Mythematic. Tomorrow I do the Spellwind Rewind over on my channel, where we go over and rewatch the episode with all of you. So you can come by, check out twitch.tv/Mythematic, where I will be doing that. I also am a role player and stream Cinematic RP over in the Red Dead server known as Wild RP.
He just fucking retired a character, and it was traumatizing, and it was so good. But that means he's starting a new one. So if you haven't seen any of his shit, you gotta go watch for that.
Yep, thank you so much. Yeah, I am my next
sorry.
character. No, it's okay. My next character is going to be still in that 9 lives rule set that I've made up, where you only have 9 respawns to tell the story. So it really helps me continue to make new characters rather than stay stagnant with the same one. Either way, thank you so much for being here, everybody. I am the GM of Spellwind and the creator of this homebrew world. So if you are interested and want to learn a little bit more about it, check out patreon.com/tablestory, and then also check out patreon.com/spellwind to support us there and to support me and this world. Thank you, everybody, for enjoying. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with me, everybody. Thank you. We are going to head on out and have a great night, because it's not the weekend yet. I keep forgetting what day it is because it's the end of the episode and my brain hurts. I'll see you all. Be well. Take care and have a good night, everybody.